In July of 1821, after nearly 300 years, Spanish soldiers marched out of the Castillo for the last time as the Adams-Onis Treaty ceded Florida to the United States. Although this treaty recognized the rights of free blacks, most of the black militia and their families moved to Cuba. Only those who felt themselves protected by owning substantial property stayed in the new U.S. territory. Eventually, laws were passed that severely limited the rights of free blacks. They could be whipped for misdemeanors and even forced back into slavery to satisfy debts or fines. Interracial marriage was prohibited, and children of such previous marriages could not inherit their parents' estates. Under such restrictions, several mixed-race families evacuated Florida. Some free blacks left to live with the Seminole Indians. Those who could afford it immigrated to other Caribbean countries. Although by 1850 it's estimated that roughly 1,000 free blacks remained in Florida, it was clear that the new society would be primarily composed of only two castes, free whites and enslaved blacks. The nation was divided over the issue of slavery, and war ensued. At the start of the Civil War, Fort Marion, as the U.S. Army had renamed the Castillo, was occupied by Confederate forces. But by 1862, the Union had gained control and operated a recruiting office for United States colored troops from within the fort. On January 1st, 1863, Abraham Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation came into effect. But celebrations of freedom and the end of the Civil War were soon eclipsed by another 100 years of segregation, enforced both by laws and social customs. Some of the black soldiers that served in the U.S. colored troops would provide leadership in the newly found black community of Lincolnville, known originally as Little Africa. African Americans worked in the Ponce de Leon Hotel and other Henry Flagler properties as service waitstaff. Several played on the first professional black baseball team, known as the Ponce de Leon Giants or Cuban Giants, and they labored on projects in town, including preservation work on Castillo de San Marcos. Despite these and other community connections, St. Augustine remained widely segregated. Highly restrictive Jim Crow laws affected every aspect of daily life in the South. The Great Depression and World War II brought these inequities and violent racism, such as lynching, to the attention of the nation. But the birth of the civil rights movement would empower and inspire African Americans in the years that followed. Today, the fort remains remarkably unchanged from the times of tenuous transitions between powers and more restrictive social policies. For some, the Castillo symbolizes continued resilience in the face of adversity. What does it mean to you?